All right, y'all. Excuse my little nightwear because I'm about to go to bed. But this is part one of Who the Fuck Did I Let Live With Me? So to set the stage, it was 2023, January to be exact. I just started working at Wells Fargo. I would come into class. I would sit in the back because one of the people that I went to school with was back there and everybody else was in the classroom. I ain't know none of them. This was about we were in class for like 4 to 8 weeks. I don't remember. We were in class for a little while, but I would go to lunch. I would be to myself. I even had people that would ask me to sit with them at lunch, and I would be like, I'm good. Somehow, me and this other woman started to talk. I used to hear her while we were on our break talk on the phone, and I loved how positive she was. And somehow we stumbled on a conversation. Push comes to shove, she ends up asking me if I could take her home sometimes because her and her husband's car went out. So she paid me $100 one week, and I had to take three tolls to get to this woman. She lived about 30 minutes from me, and then we still had like another 20 minutes to get to work. So it was really out of my way because work for me was about 15 minutes away. It was not that far. At the max, 20 minutes with traffic. So I was being nice, being that she paid me and she was in need. And, I love to see women get into their bag. So I won't cut off nobody bag. They lived in really nice apartments on the other side of the water. If you're from RVA, you know what I mean by the other side of the water. But me and her started having very intimate conversations, and she was telling me how her husband had been on drugs. He had recently relapsed because of a friend's death. She just was giving me all the tea, honey. I ended up stopped working at Wells Fargo call center, and I went to my job that I'm at currently now. But me and her stayed connected. She had left Wells Fargo before I did, and I know like over the time she was telling me that she started working at Carmex call center. And by the way, just to mention, she isn't from Virginia; she's from Atlanta. So one day when I was still dealing with my ex, I had his daughter. So me and her decided to link up because her husband's son and baby mama came to stay with them. And I think, yeah, they had a kid. Did they have a kid with them? I can't even remember. No, they didn't have a kid with them, but I had my friend's kid. And we all ended up meeting up at the park. We were doing a little picnic, letting the kids play type vibe. Now, we were out there for a while. It was real hot. It was in the summertime. We ended up coming back to my house. I had bought pizzas and wings. And at that very moment, my ex noticed something about them. He couldn't put his finger on it. He just was like, they're a little ratchet. And I'm just like, they just, maybe they was hungry because he was saying they were ratchet because basically they were asking for everything. They just, they won't shy about eating, honey. Stay tuned for part two.